Okay, I'm about to record a video, y'all. I am about to talk about the times that I went to jail.
What?
What's what?
Yeah, I went to jail 3 times.
What?
Did y'all know that?
What?
Okay, so I'm finna tell y'all
What?
the story. Okay, so I was about 20 years old. I'm gonna say 20 because I know that I was in college. So I had a boyfriend who lived in Dallas, which I lived in Dallas too, but I went to college outside of Dallas, like in this city called Commerce. Okay, so
That's
anyway,
always strike.
so it was the weekend, school was out, and I was like telling my boyfriend, I'm finna come home, what I thought was home, but anyway, his apartment. And he was like, nah, you probably should stay this weekend, blah, 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 blah. Red flag, or at least I'm gonna find out if this is the truth or not. So I drive my tail to Dallas, and I pull up, and he don't answer the door, but he in there with a girl, right? So I'm like, open the door, blah, 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 all this stuff. He not opening the door, which I knew that anyway before I drove to Dallas. Like, I knew that. But anyway,
He
so
had
it was,
cheated.
yeah.
He had
Duh.
cheated the monster.
So anyway, it was a neighbor who just so happened to be outside, and he was like, I was like, you got a hammer or something? Because I'm finna get in here. I'm finna see
Oh, I know.
what the fuck I already know.
I
So
know
anyway,
you busted window.
I got the hammer, and I busted the door down.
Oh my
And I
god.
busted his car windows and all of that. And he called the police on me. And the police came and they put me in handcuffs. And I went to jail.
How much days?
Like, so it's not even a game, bro.
How much days?
But I'm smarter and
What was the
wiser
girl?
now. And I'm sharing this with y'all. So y'all don't do no
What was the
stupid
girl
stuff like
name?
that.
I bet she was ugly.
Huh?
I'm disappointed, Mom.
Yeah, because that's a red flag for me. If it's a red flag that somebody is cheating, then it's a red flag for you also to separate yourself from there. Why do you want to keep? But anyway, that's what happened that day. And I just remember them asking me, do I have any tattoos and stuff as they were processing me on the way to jail. So that was the first time I went. That time I didn't stay long. I had got out real quick. Then
I never even knew you went to jail.
yeah.
I
Then
thought my
your daddy.
Yeah.
Well, we on two different spectrums, but I ain't gonna talk about nobody. This just jail. This just the city jail, like a little time out. It's not funny. It's not a game. But anyway, the second time, I think I had a ticket that I didn't pay, but it wasn't the city jail. It was like a little suburb jail, and those be a little bit better. However, they time be a little bit harder too if you commit a crime. But it was just a ticket, so it wasn't like the city jail. The city jail is nasty, dirty. You got everybody in there with everything going on, overpopulated, overcrowded, disgusting food, just the worst.
Nobody want to eat no bologna every day.
Yeah, my bologna was green and my bread was
Ew.
hard, and yeah, it ain't where you want to be.
I never saw bologna green. They try to poison you.
Calm down now. Calm down. Let me finish my story. I remember the city jail, it was cold, and I had like some sanitary napkins that I had laid on the floor so I can lay my head down on the floor. Yeah, it's out of there. But the little outskirt town, the little suburb town where I had a ticket at, it was straight. It was.
What kind of food was it?
It was easy. Food is not everything, actually, but they did give you like honey buns for breakfast. No. You edited. I'm gonna edit that part that I can't take this. Okay, anyway, sit back, get out my face, don't lean on me. So the third time I went to jail, y'all probably know this story because this was the big one.
I don't think I remember.
I had went downtown to turn in some papers, and I had left y'all in the car, and somebody had called the police. Not all y'all in the car, but the setup is I had went downtown to turn in some papers, and I had went upstairs to turn in the papers. I was only up there for like a minute or so. Came back. Well, when I got up there, they was like, "You got to get the paper notarized." So went to get the paper notarized. Pulled up in the same spot as I was before. Ran up there real quick, but this time it was a line, and it took a long time. And somebody had called the police.
Why?
Because according to them, the charges are, they don't make no motherfucking sense. Sorry.
But if you
I'm going to say that another way in case I edit it out. The charges are child abandonment with the intent to return. So that contradicts itself all in one. So that's what that is. So that time, that was pretty serious because them was 2 felony charges that I do not have. Yeah. I had got charged with 2 felony counts.
You haven't abandoned before?
I ain't never abandoned y'all ever. But that's what I got charged with. And that's a whole lesson about Jesus right there. Like somebody can charge you with something, but that don't mean that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that happened. I had to get a lawyer and all that. And all my income tax money went to that lawyer to get that.
Wait, they were gonna take your kid?
Ain't nobody gonna take. Oh God!
But you said a lawyer and everything.
I had to get a lawyer to get the charges off of me.
But if you was like wrong, they would take us away.
I mean, they could have took y'all away, yeah, but like I was quick on my feet. Like as soon as I came down that building, I seen them police. I hurried up and called my mama real quick. I was like, "Say, come get the kid, for real, hurry up, downtown." And she came and she got y'all before it was nobody to get y'all. So then y'all was already in somebody's custody, which means y'all already like. So why you taking them from their granny type shit? Like what you taking from their granny for? Like just their granny. I'm so glad. But yeah, that one was crazy. That one was, man, some.
I don't know why, but I was just late.
Ashley, you was still on a breathing machine and a feeding machine.
Ooh.
And I remember it was cold. And instead of getting out that long tank that you used to be attached to to breathe in that damn feeding machine and the stroller, well, not a stroller because you wouldn't have been in the stroller, and that car seat. And then I had one child who was home sick from school. But since she was on that oxygen, you probably like, I don't know. Rashawn, I think you was 6 or something. When it happened, I don't remember what year. My memory is absolutely gone.
I was probably 2.
Yeah, you was probably 2 or 3 at the time, but you was still like in a car seat. Like you was
2.
still
2.
Like a baby. 2. And I knew I didn't want to take all this stuff in there and get all I didn't want to go through I didn't want to carry the tank and the feeding tube and all this stuff. Yeah. Plus have another baby on my hip. So I figured I would just go in there real quick. And the first time, it was real quick. I was the first one in line. But this second time when I came back, after the paper was notarized, it wasn't like that. And I wanted to hurry up and do it. And I could have definitely did it another day. But anywho, that's what happened. But as far as abandonment, we all know that ain't true. Because I wouldn't have waited until this long to abandon y'all. That's for sure. But they was young then. And you can say woulda, coulda, shoulda. You could do all that, but unless you in that situation, you know what I'm saying, where you have something to urgently do and you don't have anyone to call, and you still want to take care of business and with young kids, that's what it was. But I bet everybody, if they talk about why they went to jail, because they was not expecting it. Because I definitely wasn't expecting it. I know they had a whole bunch of police cars. They had a ambulance, a firefighter. They had all this stuff because they was looking in the car, wondering about the oxygen tank and stuff. Like, yeah, welcome to my life. Bye. Doing too much. My next video is about to be about my most embarrassing period story.
No!
That one, boy.
No!